Good afternoon. I'm Kim Baez. Uprooted trees and ripped up fences. That's just some of what the National Weather Service found left by yesterday's tornado in Magdalena. Today, we got to see some of it too. Here's News 13's Scott Daniels.
Oh my God, there's a freaking tornado.
A tornado was coming toward Magdalena, something residents here haven't seen since the 50s. Anne Marie Gwynn filmed the whole thing from her porch. She was afraid it was going to sweep the whole town away.
The way that it grew in size, it looked like it was a block over, and it was a little scary, yeah.
Now that it's passed, it's time to clear the wreckage.
Looks like an old hubcap here.
Kerry Jones from the National Weather Service is here measuring the tornado's size. He does this by measuring the wind plus the damage the twister caused. At first glance, it looks like it was tame with minimal damage, but 85-mile-per-hour winds, which could have been deadly if it was just 1 mile down the road.
A lot more populated areas as you get closer to town, and certainly the impacts would have been far more significant.
There was some fence damage and some trees that were tossed, but we're talking big trees. Like this, that could have been tossed from 100 feet away. Jones says a tornado along the mountainside isn't as rare as you might think. This one traveled 3/4 of a mile, and he thinks the base was about 50 yards wide. He will take the measurements and use the pictures and the video to analyze how large the twister really was.
It's not just the tornado that potentially might get you, it's the hail, and even more dangerous would be any lightning.
Jones believes his calculations will show that the tornado was an EF0. That's the mildest tornado on the scale that determines how intense a twister was. Good news for Anne Marie Quinn, who decided to film the tornado rather than run for cover.
Where could I go? You know, if I'm on the back porch, I get to see it. If I go inside, I might still get hit by it, but I didn't get to see it.
Scott Daniels, KRQE News 13.
Now, Jones says the last time a tornado was recorded in New Mexico was just north of Roswell in October of 2010.